Today I'm going to show you how to spin up a Kubernetes cluster using microk8s. We'll be following the guide from the Utopia University, and I will be spinning up a Linux server within a multipass VM on my Windows machine. So let's have a look. Here I've got my terminal open and the guide for microk8s, but before we get to the Kubernetes guide, I just need to spin up a VM. So I'm just going to spin up a multipass VM here using Ubuntu 22. All right, the VM is spun up. Let's have a look. Here we can see it's running and we have the IP address for it. So I'm just going to copy that because we'll use that later. Now I'm going to just use the multipass shell just to jump in there. All right, cool. Now we are logged in. And now it's as simple as, I'm just going to copy this, paste this in here. And microk8s is now going to install. We'll do a different video on connecting multiple nodes together, but for now I'm just going to show you a single node here. That's fine. And there we go. microk8s is now installed. We can check it, microk8s status. And you can see sometimes there's some permission issues. So we've got a couple of commands here to give our user the correct permissions. And I'm just going to exit and then log back in. Hopefully now our user's got the right permissions and we can continue with the process. So now that we logged in, let's check out the status. Status is not running. Start it up. That has been successful, and now we can run it again, and here it is. Now it is running. The next step is because we are using databases within the Kubernetes cluster, we need to be able to attach them to some type of storage. So I'm going to just enable the microk8s host storage. Now that that's there, we're all good to go. You can also enable observability, which gives you the Prometheus and Grafana plugin, so you can monitor everything, which is great. The next add-on I'm going to do is metallb. This will allow Utopia Helm chart to access load balancers. So I'm going to copy this here. And because this is the only thing running on this VM, I am actually going to give it a range of nothing with the actual VM IP, so that the load balancer will get that single IP and we'll be able to access it. Perfect. Now the metallb is loaded. We can now grab the config. And I will just update this in my kubeconfig file so that I can access it from my desktop, and ready to now get Utopia installed.